In this video, you will learn how to launch and rank your Amazon products using Facebook and ManyChat. It could be a Amazon product launching strategy for 2020. In this video, we will talk to DANO FALK from DefDevice, who will be introducing this kind of process which you can implement in your business and get your product ranked for your keywords. And if you like videos like this, don't forget to subscribe below to the YouTube channel of Orange Klik. Click the notification bell as well, because here we talk to different Amazon experts, Amazon strategists, Amazon specialists, Amazon services, software creators, and event organizers. So today, Dano will be presenting us quite interesting system to get ranked on Amazon. And also in this conversation, we will have Lisett. She works with Amazon sellers, helping with their stores, and she also will have some questions to Dano. So Dano, first, could you present yourself? Could you tell us how you got into Amazon and what you do right now?
I got into Amazon in 2014. That's when I learned. I was here in Malaysia, and I actually learned about this possibility that there was such a thing as selling on Amazon. So I got hooked up quite quickly because my background was web design, graphic design, and I was an entrepreneur for all my life. So yeah, this idea sounded really interesting. So I started doing it. I took the ASM course. I did all these things. I built my brand. And living in Malaysia, it was quite convenient to go to China and source from Shenzhen because I was selling mobile accessories. And yeah, so that's how it all started. And in the process, I realized that there's a lot to learn and there's a lot of things you need to get in place to rank, to get reviews, to create your listings and all that. And in the process, one of the things I came across was Messenger, which came out, like, I think in 2016. And since I was running Facebook ads all this while, and I saw the potential in this. I saw how you could use Messenger and chatbots to automate certain processes which we really need as sellers. And yeah, so I was building this for my business. Like for 2 years, I was building the system up, and and perfecting it all the while, and using it for myself. And yeah, so since I sold my business last year, I'm now extending this service to other sellers.
So you have kind of a marketing background.
Yes, I started web design in 2016, and I've been creating businesses and running online businesses for all my life, except when I was DJing. But yeah, other than that, I was always an online entrepreneur.
Okay, perfect. So you know what you're talking about, and let's see. I know you prepared some slides, so let's see what you have to show.
My pleasure. So this is this Amazon product launch system I mentioned. It helps to get reviews, get ranked, and make profitable organic sales. I built this system for myself, for my own business, and I was optimizing it, and I was using it in my business for quite some time. And after I sold my business, I made this available for other sellers. So just a quick introduction. My name is Dano FALK. I'm from Germany. I used to be graphic designer, web designer. I've been an entrepreneur for all my life. Made Malaysia my second home in 2011. Started my Amazon business in 2014 and sold it in 2019. And since then, I'm mostly in the agency and marketing business. So first question, how do we get ranked? So the principle, I guess, is quite clear, but I just want to give like a quick overview. What is our starting point here? So first of all, we want to make customers happy, and Amazon wants to make them happy and wants to make money. So it wants our listings and products to sell well and make customers happy. So in order for our rank to stick, we need the products, the listings to be optimized and have the right price and all that. But in order to get to page 1 in the first place, what we need is to match the full price sales numbers of our competitors on page 1. And that's where this product launch system comes in. Back in the days, a few years ago, me and other sellers were using a lot of discount coupon systems where we are giving out like deep discounts, 50%, 70%. And it used to work quite well. But from my experience, the ranking effect of these discount coupons has been much weaker recently. And this is why it's more effective to use full price buys. And how do we get them? So this is how it works. We create a mystery shoppers club. The angle here is that we actually create a side business. And this could be, and it is, a legit business. It's a mystery shoppers club. So people test the product. They send us our feedback. So they don't just simply get, a rebate. They actually have to do something. So they have to actually buy it. They have to look at it. They have to use it. They have to send us the feedback. And as a reward for their feedback, we refund their purchase price and we submit our feedback to our client, which is the Amazon seller. So we are acting as an agent here who is between the buyer and the Amazon seller, and our job is to collect feedback from customers. And the way it works is that we set up our Facebook page, and then we run Facebook ads to create messenger leads. And these messenger leads, they enter our system through Messenger. And we use Messenger because there is a lot of explaining to be done. I mean, we have to tell people, first we have to qualify them, do you have an Amazon account? Do you have a PayPal account? And then we have to explain to them how it works. So we send them the super URL, or we instruct them to do search, find, buy. And all these needs conversation, needs instructions. And this is where the chatbot becomes very useful, because otherwise it will be quite difficult to simply bring this across how this thing works. And then as soon as the process is finished and the feedback is generated and uploaded into our Google Sheet, the buyer will get a refund via PayPal. And so this is like the overview of the system. So we have the Facebook part where the Facebook ads come in, and then we have the Messenger bot, which lives in Facebook Messenger, obviously. And the Messenger bot consists of several steps. The first one is the qualify flow, where we make sure that this new subscriber is qualified, to become our client. So they need to have an Amazon account in the country where we sell. They need to have a PayPal account. And we can also ask a few other questions which are related to the product. Let's say if we sell a dog leash, we would ask, do you have a dog? Because a cat owner will probably be not a good fit. So we can, design this to our needs and make this as effective as possible, so the person who actually buys is a good fit for our test. Then as soon as this qualification has been completed, we will send this lead to one of our products, which can be 1, 2, 3, or like 50 products. So the internal logic in Messenger with the randomizer will actually assign people to different products, and we can pre-design this, how this works and which percentages and how this is connected. But the basic idea is qualify flow, and then we introduce the product, and from the product flow, the subscriber then goes to Amazon, and he uses either a super URL or search, find, buy. So this also we can set up, so we can decide how do we want to send people to this particular product. Depends on our current ranking stage, because if we are behind page 3, it's going to be very difficult to do a search, find, buy. On the other hand, if we rank better than page 4, it's recommended because it's the best effect. It has the best ranking effect. And then as soon as this buying cycle is completed, we will tell the subscriber, so after you bought the product, you have to come back to us and you have to submit your feedback. And that's what they do. And many people ask, like, what about the 24 hours messenger rule, where we cannot message people after 24 hours? Well, it doesn't apply here because people actually come back because they want their refund and they want to submit their feedback. So they will initiate the conversation. We don't have to remind them after 24 hours. So that's what they do. So they come, they submit their feedback. And this feedback is also, we can do, whatever we need to do. My standard feedback questionnaires, ask things like, how did you like the packaging? How did you like the product, the function of the product? And then I will ask to submit a picture. So I will actually make them pre-write a very extensive review already. Because our client, the Amazon seller, he wants to know as much as possible about this product, about this experience. So people will write about this experience. They will make a picture showing how it's being used, and they will even give a star rating, like how they rate this product overall on a scale from 1 to 5 stars. And then as soon as this is complete, the data will be uploaded into the Google Sheet. So this is when the client or the Amazon seller gets this notification. Okay, this feedback has been uploaded. This is the PayPal email. This is the order ID. So all the data is in the spreadsheet. And from there, he can simply refund through PayPal. And that's how the process is complete. So we also send a notification to the admins of the page. And yeah, so that's like the bird's eye view of the entire system. And what it does, well, it gives us control, because we can now generate full price buys for any product and any search term. And we can control the buys per day with our Facebook spend, and we can rank our listing on page 1 and start making profitable organic sales. I guess that's the goal here. And thanks to this bot, it works almost on autopilot. So all we have to do is monitor the whole thing. Of course, there are conversations. We need people to look at the conversations, but this whole system is designed in a way that it can easily be monitored and run by a VA. And also the course I created explains everything step by step. So a VA could actually take this course and be able to run this entire system by himself. And on top of that, you're building a list of subscribers. I mean, you can do something with them later on or not. I mean, that's up to everyone else. Every single person. But yeah, we're also building a subscriber list. Another nice side effect of this system is it actually generates a lot of reviews. And I was actually quite surprised when I realized how many people submitted reviews, because the first purpose of it was actually to rank. But then I saw that because the system is designed this way, we have this psychological effect, which is called reciprocity. So people are happy. People, the first they are insecure. They don't know if this is going to work, if this is a scam or not. But then after we actually follow up and we do as we say, and we send them the refund, and this whole cycle is complete, they feel rewarded. They are happy. And the review is already pre-written because they have written the feedback. So it's a very, very simple step for them to just copy paste the feedback and submit the review. And that's what just ends up happening a lot of times.
Yeah, I have one quick question for you.
Oh, yeah,
so,
of course.
So everything is kind of working on an autopilot since you have set up the system, but can you tell a little bit more about making the Facebook page and getting the people to join the Facebook page? Because oftentimes sellers are, they don't know how to use Facebook ads and how to even run their own brand page. So
I know. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I had to learn this all the hard way, and I had to do this. I did this all by myself. And I understand that many sellers don't have the time to learn, because Facebook ads can be quite a complicated beast, and setting up the page and all that. So that's why I created the course, which covers all these steps. I mean, when somebody knows all these things already, he can just sit down and do it himself. Especially ManyChat also takes a while, to learn. But yeah, the course explains all the steps. It explains how to set up the page, how to get your first likes, and then how to connect, how to set up the ads, how to connect everything, and how to run the system. So everything is kind of explained there. And it's a video course, so you can. So it's designed in a way that if you are a busy seller and you don't have time for this, you can simply ask your VA to sit down, to log in, to watch the videos, to go through it, and to set up the system and make it run.
Okay, but what about the people like, have you noticed that some of the people don't want to buy a full price product and then get refund later? Because sometimes sellers are having this, no, it's not an issue, but the people are saying that they don't trust the company and they don't want to pay the full price first and then get refunded.
Yes. I was about to make a joke, but no, yes, of course, we do have drop-offs. Yeah, of course, the conversion rate is much less than 100%. As I will mention later, the conversion rate is somewhere around between 10 and 20%, around that area. So out of 10 people who come into the system through a Facebook ad, half of them will maybe not like the product, and then some of them will have doubts, and they will think like, they'll be scared whether they're actually getting refunded or not. But yeah, I mean, roughly 20% will actually follow through and will buy. So that's how the conversion rate is about in this area. Okay, so let me just finish on this review story here. So I think I explained already how this reviews work and why we are getting quite a few reviews. And as a last side note and as a little warning, I just wanted to mention that you have to be careful to not get more than 25% review rate. So if someone decides to run the system and he has no other sources of sales, you might, get over this 25%, and this could red flag, the Amazon bots. So we have to be careful, and I always advise to have other sources of sales going also, like PPC, which is the obvious one, or other Facebook ads or other campaigns, to simply dilute the review rate a bit. Yeah, so, and one frequently asked question is this compliant with TOS? Yes, this sounds familiar, right, Augustas?
Yes, I was like, it was on my list to ask.
Yeah, so that's why I also wanted to address it here. So we are not paying for reviews. This is what is against Amazon TOS would be to say, buy this product, leave a review, and if you leave a review, we give you money. We don't do that. So we give people money only, if and when they have submitted their feedback to us, and we make this clear through the entire process. This is about feedback. This is not review. And yes, some people don't understand and they still think they need to leave a review, but actually we don't say review nowhere in the flow, on the page, in our ads. We say, please test our products. And after you submitted your test results, you have submitted your questionnaire to us, we will refund your purchase. And this is not against Amazon TOS because we are running a mystery shoppers club here. And just to be safe, we also detach it from our Amazon business. So, this is not our brand page. This is not our Amazon business Facebook page. This is a mystery shoppers page, and it's completely detached from the Amazon seller himself. Yeah, so this is, I hope this is clear. Just to give a bit of a glance behind the scenes, what the system looks like. So when you actually sit down and do this in ManyChat, this is more or less what it looks like. So on the left side, you see these blue little cards. These are entry points. This is where our traffic comes into this qualify flow. And then this part here shows the qualify flow of the bot. So it will ask all these questions like, do you have an Amazon account, or do you need more info? So we explain the system to people who want to know the background about it. And then we ask all these obvious questions like, do you have an Amazon account? Do you have a PayPal account? And all this has been optimized many times, so it's as frictionless as possible. But we still need to ask like a minimum amount of questions. And when people pass through this flow, then there will the green card at the end. This is the so-called product flow. So after this, the subscriber will enter the product flow, and this is just one product flow, and we can have as many as we want. So we will first introduce the product with the main image. Mostly I use the first image of the listing here. And then I will, and the second card, we will explain the process. So we say exactly what the step-by-step, what this subscriber has to do. So he has to go and buy the product. Then he has to come back and submit his feedback. And after submitting the feedback, he will get a full refund. And then we can also exclude things like you can only buy one product, or you can only buy the green bottle, or whatever we need to say to give instructions. And then the third card you see here is an example of a search, find, buy card. So here we tell them, this is the search term. So please go to Amazon, copy this search term here and search for this product, and it will look like this. And this dummy image here, it will actually show what the listing results, what the listing looks like in the search results page. And after that, we will send them a reminder. After 10 minutes, we will ask, hey, did you manage to buy the product? And if they did so, we will ask for the order ID. And if someone actually enters the order ID, we will have a nice way to monitor exactly how many sales on that day has happened. So this is like a side effect, so we can actually monitor the daily sales per product by asking this for the order ID and if somebody has managed to buy the product. And then we leave them alone. So now the shipping has to happen. They have to receive it. They have to test it. And as soon as they're ready with their testing, then they will enter this feedback flow. So they will go back into the chat and they will simply type feedback or click on the feedback button. And then they will enter this process. And this is the feedback flow, which asks all these questions that I mentioned earlier about all kind of aspects of the product. We will ask them to upload an image, then we will ask for the review rating, and then we will upload all this data into the Google spreadsheet. And this is when the process is complete. Yeah, and then another very important question, or frequently asked question, is what is the cost per conversion? How much do I have to pay per giveaway? And this is quite wide range because we have two variables here. One is the cost per click for the Facebook ad, which from experience is between 30 cents and $1.50. It tends to get quite expensive in supplements niches. But in other niches, I've seen it like ridiculously, even much less than 30 cents per click. And then the conversion rate also obviously depends on the attractivity of the product. Do people, what's the price point? If it's a $2 product, then, people will not be so enthusiastic of buying it. If it looks attractive and if it has a slightly higher price point, then the conversion rate will be much higher. So here also we speak about between 10 and 20% conversions. This is the question you asked earlier. So as a result, if we want something like a ballpark number, it's going to be between $1.50 and $15 per conversion. That's what we have to pay on top of the product price for every single full price buy with this system.
So what do you think? Is it? It's definitely a system that experienced sellers could use, but what do you think? Should beginner sellers start using the system like right away with the first product, or they should wait a bit, or what do you think?
I think this is very useful for product launches. So I wish I had this system when I started off with my first products. Many sellers in the beginning have a budget challenge. Of course, it does cost money to generate giveaways and to run a system and to refund people. But I believe there's not really another way to get to rank. So I think this system is quite suitable for people who start selling. Even more so because it kind of covers the whole system that, it takes a long time to learn all these steps along the way and to make it work. But the system is kind of plug and play in a way. So you can get results very quickly. And as soon as you add on other channels like PPC, I think just with PPC and this system, you can already get quite far. Although I would obviously recommend to use as many external traffic channels as possible. But this could be like the cornerstone, especially to get reviews quite early. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a fresh take on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it has worked for me and it's working for many other clients. So this didn't just fall from the tree yesterday. This is something actually tested. Yeah. So. Any question? I have a slide with questions somewhere, but since there's just the three of us, I guess you can just ask along.
Yeah, sure. So first, you can mention that if someone wants to visit your course where you explain in details how to set up all this technically and how to make sure you get this ranking in place. So you will find the links below this video, and also if they want to contact you, this is the contact data on your slide, right?
Yeah. This so here I'm explaining so for those who want to take the course and want to take like the shortcut to make this work, or to get their VA to make this work for them, I created this course which includes all these things I mentioned earlier: the Facebook page, the ManyChat, the ManyChat template, the Google Sheet template, how to set it up, how to connect everything, how to run the ads and all that. So everything is inside, and people can just come and visit this amzrankingbot.com is the link, and can join the course from there.
Okay, perfect. So now a few questions. I have a question about so what, like very short overview, what kind of tools one needs, access to Facebook ad account, right? ManyChat.
Yeah.
What else?
Basically, the tools are all free, maybe except for your keyword research, I guess. But that's a whole different story. And I mean, it goes without saying that every seller has to do his keyword research and have to understand, which keywords he wants to rank and what is more or less the volume for these keywords. But there are many tools out there to cover this. But everything else is kind of free. So ManyChat first account is free. The first half but then you need the Pro account, so you pay $10 per month for a ManyChat Pro account, which enables you to do all these spreadsheet uploads and a few functions which the free version doesn't have. Then Facebook account, Facebook page, Facebook Messenger, all this is free except for the Facebook ads, obviously. So the things you have to pay for are the Facebook ads, is the ManyChat account with a $10 starting fee. And then you have to pay for your rebates. These are the three things which cost money.
And what happens, let's say through the chat, you encourage people to buy this product, and now they received it. Like there is probably a gap of like 1 week or 10 days. How long should we wait with the next message? You're pushing the message to the buyer, right?
No, I don't push anything. They come back. I mean, that's why we are not concerned with the 24-hour window, really, even though there are many ways to go around this 24-hour window, which we can. But we don't have to.
Can you explain about this 24-hour window? Because maybe people don't understand.
Yeah, everybody who is dealing with ManyChat and Messenger chatbots has this kind of, on March 4th, this new rule was enforced by Facebook, which says we cannot message anyone outside of 24 hours. So if we have a bot conversation with a subscriber in Messenger, we cannot get back to him after 24 hours, except we have a good reason. So that's kind of
for free.
Yeah, so I mean, there are free ways. I mean, we can tag, we can send like specific messages, but these messages we send later, they have to be very specific. They have to be tagged as like product purchase follow-up, or we have to get his permission with a so-called OTN, like one-time notification. So we have to go through some loops, to actually message people after 24 hours, because Facebook just doesn't want us to spam them.
And you cannot message if you pay money?
What do you mean if you pay money?
Like after 24 hours, there is no way to message if you pay for the message?
There is, yeah. We can tag messages with a specific purpose, and these messages still get through.
But then it's paid.
But for the, I mean, we don't have to notify them that they have been paid, because they will get an email from PayPal. But the thing is that they come to submit their feedback into us by themselves, because of course they want the refund, they want to submit the feedback. So that's why one of the parts of the system is that the buyers will come to us. We don't have to message them. But I mean, if someone wants to keep the conversation going, there are ways to do it with these one-time notifications, and even with sponsored message. I mean, we can send them paid messages, which are quite cheap. So there are, and we can send them emails and we can send SMS. So it's a whole spectrum of things we can do, but we cannot just bluntly keep messaging people like over and over. That's what Facebook has forbidden on March 4th with this 24-hour window.
And I understand you provide like kind of all the flows for ManyChat, which can be imported into ManyChat. So let's say people get all the material from you. How many days you need or hours to set up everything and be ready?
Well, it depends. I mean, if you really sit down and if you have a little bit of experience how these things work, I mean, I think you can make it work, get it set up within a day and get it to run within a day.
Perfect.
I think that's possible. Yeah. I mean, if you have challenges, if there are something is not working, my team and I are always here to support and to help out. So, and our response time is below 24 hours. So, and somebody wants to get it to run like really fast, they can do it within a day, I think. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, I have no questions. Lisett, do you have any questions?
No, I think everything looks really interesting. Like you're basically explaining a system where you can possibly get reviews without actually directly asking for them, and that's something people have been trying to figure out. So that's great.
Yeah, I think that's one great thing about the system, and the other one is I prefer this system over like where you simply give people money, for no reason. There are a lot of discount system where people, hey, buy the product and you get your money back. So it has a bit of this psychological glitch where I think, why would I do that? I mean, it doesn't really make sense. And this one is more a bit like a business, it makes sense because people understand, okay, I have to do something, I get paid. I don't just simply, they just don't, because otherwise, why would you refund my purchase? There is no, so this system kind of has it has a bit of a backstory and it kind of makes sense.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, DANO. So everyone who is interested in this system, check the links below this video. And thank you and good luck in your business. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Same to you. Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed this video with DANO. And please don't forget to subscribe below to the Orange Klik YouTube channel and click the notification bell as well, because here we talk to different Amazon specialists, Amazon service providers and software creators so that you can grow your business and be successful as well. Bye-bye.